Hello Commanders, Commander Plater here and welcome to today's live stream. So yes, today I'm playing some Kingdom Come Deliverance, bit of a change up for a Monday as opposed to the usual Elite Dangerous, but you know what, I'm really enjoying the game so far and I kind of want to share it with you guys, especially as a few of you have asked some questions about it, of whether or not I'm enjoying it, what I think, and all that kind of stuff. So let's get ourselves continuing in and getting to it. Now I have downloaded a mod today to hopefully improve the load times as well as the graphic settings as well, so you guys should get the best experience possible from it. And yeah, I guess we'll give it a go. It's going to be quite heavy on the storyline, and yes, the combat is so unforgiving, it is insane. I mean, like, you can't fight more than one person at the same time, and do not even talk to me about using bows, because they are a nightmare. But yeah, as you can see, we're here in a charcoal burner. This is my horse called Pebbles, just so we know. Great name for a horse. Now these are a couple of twins. They know someone called Ginger, and we're trying to hunt down this guy called Ginger in order to solve a murder that has happened at a village. So, I am going to obviously interact with you guys in the old chat. Yeah, Banana, Ginger is a loser. We're going to go mess him up, I think. We can find him. Now, they want me to try and find they want me to try and find the, like, bandits that have been involved. And, it's going to be bad. Sigtaro, hello, how you doing? Don't recognise your name, maybe you're new here. How you doing? Yeah, but fighting a soulless demon. Yeah, Banana, it is hard. That's phrasing. It is a difficult game, definitely. It's got some challenge to it. Now, if I find these, there's like a pair of bandits, and they are gonna... I must admit, I've died to them a couple of times already, and it is a nightmare. The combat system, when you guys see it, will be pretty brutal. I mean, it could take like one person in close combat quite easily. We're currently on the lookout for them. Now you can actually use or play this game with the Toby eye tracker as well. It's something I'm not doing because I tried it out when I first started playing it and it made me feel actually a bit sick. No, it is hard. It's genuinely a difficult game. But yeah, I have come across the odd 7-on-1. Now if we can find any of these bad guys, that'd be nice. Because I found them on the river. Okay, you'll see. You'll see, don't worry. Hey Spatula, how's it going? Technically we're galloping. I think I might have gone too far. No, I've gone too far. Oops. I'll have to see. I mean, I don't have to fight the bandits, but I think it's important. I'm a different kind of frustrating than Dark Souls. Like, at least Dark Souls, you can understand some of the logic behind it, and the bosses have patterns that you can follow and stuff like that. It's another one of these games that has no difficulty settings or sliders, so you have to kind of be careful. And also, when you first start off, bearing in mind I'm the son of a blacksmith, so I suck at everything. I have killed a few people. Oh, Bouncy Stick Man, I've seen that screen far too many times. far too many times. But hey Gears, how you doing? Alright, right. Okay, here we go. These two people here are bandits. And here we go.
Greetings, my good man. May I ask you a question?
Ask first, then I'll ask you something.
Really? Good then. We're looking for Ginger, a stable boy at a nearby stud farm. Have you seen him anywhere?
I feel like we're gonna say I can't help you.
I don't know anyone called that. I'm not even from this part of the country.
What a shame. We're worried about him, but we can't seem to find him.
Truly, I haven't seen him. If I were you, I'd ask the charcoal burners.
Oh, definitely. Thank you for your advice.
Right, we're go. I'm a bit worried about the person behind me, if I'm honest. He killed his mate. He actually killed his mate. Oh, right. As you can see, you've got limited stamina, which is when language. Cheeky. Yeah, Banana, I'm watching it. I'm watching it. Oh, hello. Ah, come on! I was doing so well. Banana, I do not need a commentary to tell me how to play the game, just so you know, otherwise it's going to get pretty old pretty quick. What it is that you can't get overexcited. He only hit me a few times, isn't a lot less than I hit him. Like, one, he killed his mate, which is never going to happen again. Like, that is so never going to happen again. See, Turgeon, it's because he's actually a bandit. Yeah, Shiv. That's basically how it works. What's this here? What's going on here then? This wasn't here a minute ago. What's this guy doing?
God be with you.
What have you done? Did you kill her?
What are you trying to pin on me, you bastard? It was you!
What?
I didn't kill anyone. The corpse was already lying there when I got here.
What are you doing here? Nearby a corpse? Nearby a murder?
This is random. Okay.
I'm looking for humans. I'm killing any I find.
You? Not likely.
This is weird.
Bullshit. You're all covered in her blood.
It's
Just
my own.
keep lying.
Some humans ambushed me and I got cut. And now you're trying to pin this killing on me.
Well, it's true. It ain't safe in these parts. I've got a funny feeling about you. But I can't be absolutely sure you did it.
I'm relieved to hear it. And what exactly were you doing here anyway?
What are you getting at?
You were looting the
Excuse
body
me.
right here on the road.
What of it? A corpse doesn't need possessions.
Okay. Right,
I
well.
could drag you off to Ratai myself and let the bailiff decide.
All right then. I did it. I didn't want to kill her. I just wanted to have a bit of fun. Then she pulled a knife on me. I took it off her. And this is how it ended. You don't have to tell anyone, you know. And you won't regret it.
Oh, he's gonna try and bribe me.
Forget it. I won't be bribed.
Should take the money, really. We'll have a cheeky loot. Nothing on there. Oh look, and here comes our mates.
What the hell was... Is that the best you can do?
So you find 2 people, here you go. Oh. Got one behind me, I think. That's not great, is it? I'm trying to hack his leg off, Turgeon. What's the point? It doesn't help that I'm using a sword that has stats. Oh, there's one behind me. This is bad. This is bad. It's not good. It's not great. Powerhouse, hey, how you doing? Yeah, this is not gonna go well. But yeah. So I'm not gonna fight these guys anymore. I am gonna go and see Ginger instead. I think, because I don't have to deal with this. But the problem is they've got like a lock-on system, which causes some of the problems. So you lock onto a particular opponent, and yeah. Right, we're gonna go see Ginger. Now we know where he is, so that's fine. Yep. Bandits OP, please nerf. See now, look, I've just come back up here, which is where that's so weird. I mean, how many of the Dark Knight jokes are we going to have going? That's the question. So, we're heading towards this camp here. This is where Ginger is. Ah, okay. Ah, wrong style of fighting, Turgeon. If you hand me a katana, some of my kendo training kicks in. So, well, what we do is when I've got like a single target to attack, I'll explain more about how the combat works, because it's going to be too difficult to explain with multiple targets, / I can't explain it with multiple targets. Too much concentration. Some pretty deer? Oh yeah, pretty deer. Let's make sure we're actually getting to... Oh, I've gone completely the wrong way. Or have I? Ginger. Can we... We'll find and kill bandits, and we got to find Ginger. I mean, now I know Ginger is like around here. I think he's around here. Oh yeah, the horse is a nightmare. It's like actually controlling a horse, so it's difficult. Plus, it has no ability to go over rocks or anything. No, there is no third person either. Okay, Ginger.
Jesus, you've led me a merry dance.
What do you want from me?
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Why did you run off like that? Where are your cronies? And why did you kill that bandit?
What?
Right, one thing at a time.
Okay, let's find out
Why
why
did
he
you
ran
run
away.
off in such a hurry?
Because I was afraid they'd come back and kill me.
Who?
Those bandits, of course.
To get revenge on you for killing their mate?
Killing? Me? I never killed anyone. God is my witness.
Why did you kill that bandit?
What? Bandit? I never killed anyone.
This is yours, isn't it? I pulled it from the belly of a dead bandit near the stud farm.
That is mine, but I didn't stab him. That fellow took it from me.
What fellow?
I don't know his name, but he's from Ujits, and he has a limp.
What can you tell me about him? How do you know him?
I saw him a few times in the tavern in Ujits, playing dice and boozing.
And?
I know he lives in a house on the edge of the village, but that's all I know. I never talked to him.
I'm looking for your friends. Where are they?
Charcoal burners? They're over at the...
To hell with the charcoal burners. Where are your bandit mates?
They're not my mates. They nearly killed me. I recognized one of them, so I thought they'd come back and...
Recognized? Who was it? Talk!
Ooh, getting aggressive.
Don't know his name, only that he's from Ujits, and he has a limp.
He limps and he's from Ujits. That's not much to go on, but I suppose it'll have to do.
It's all I know. I never talked to him.
Anorath, yes, it does have a controller option.
And now tell me exactly what happened. And don't leave anything out.
That's quite a long story.
Don't worry, I won't get bored.
All right. I woke up in the middle of the night because I needed to go for a piss. So I went out into the dark, same as usual, only...
Ah, greatest. It's
there
because
was
you've got
something
multiple
there that
different
shouldn't have been.
places you can go with the
First I
dialogue.
thought it was just a trick of the light. It wasn't. And then it was too late. They went past, and I thought they must be horse thieves.
Okay.
Then the slaughtering started.
Yes. I thought they'd steal the horses. It was terrible.
And then?
It seemed some of them didn't like it either. They started squabbling among themselves, and some of them started running.
So you stabbed the first one in the belly?
No. He ran right into me. He was running fast for a fellow with a limp. He pushed me aside, and I fell on the ground. Then he told me I'd better lie low if I valued my life.
Sictaro, not very
Ran
high
off
at
with the
all.
others. I did what he said and hid. Then the rest of the gang ran past.
And then? Do you know what they are?
So basically the bandits attacked this place
I
and they
didn't
started
hear
fighting
everything,
in amongst
but
themselves.
I reckon some of them were only there to steal and wanted no part in the killing.
What about the others? Was there anything you noticed about them?
I don't know. There might have been maybe 8 of them, and 2 of them were really big. That's all I can remember.
That's all.
Now,
I've heard everything I need to hear.
what to do with this guy?
Wait! What about me? Won't you help me out?
Perhaps I could. What would you like?
I'd like to go back to the stud farm, but those cutthroats who want to kill me are still around. Will you help me?
I suppose I could. Do you know where I can find them?
I don't really want to help
Don't.
him.
But they must be lurking about somewhere.
Well, I'll have a look. But if I find them, then...
I understand.
So, okay, we could kill the bandits, but as we know, too tough. And yes, Oxy, a stud farm. You know what that means. Okay, I've got to look at the old map. So, I could kill the bandits if I wanted to, or I could just fast travel to Newhoff, which is that's what I'm going to do. No, no donkey show. No, stop it, guys, no. Oh, I've been attacked on the road. Here we go. And a hold, I guess, and... Here we go. So yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit about the the impossibility that is using a bow. Where's this person that was just here? Because I wanted to introduce him to the pointy bit of the arrows. No, I don't think he did surrender. I think he was asking me to surrender. Where'd he go? And now he's gone. They said actually surround him. That's what they said. Okay, well, he's gone. Who knows where he went? I'm guessing he changed his mind. And off we go. Getteth, goodeth. Wayfarer. Can we ignore this? Let's ignore it. Just kind of want to get on with the... Oh, we got... we're also going to ignore the Wayfarer again. What? I literally said ignore.
Excuse me, can you assist me?
No. No, I can't. Now, similar to games like Skyrim, your leveling is freeform. So the way that you level up your character or you play, it just goes exactly the same as the more you use a skill, the better it gets. Oh, that was a tree. No, he's trying to stop me in the road. He doesn't know who I am. Don't stop for no one. I'm trying to solve a murder. I'm trying to work out who attacked everything. Trust me as well, it is worse with eye tracker, the camera. Play through with only your bow. Oh, it's so bloody difficult though. Okay.
How are you, Henry?
Oh yeah, my name's Henry, by the way. Just in case no one knew. I want to talk to the captain, who speaks with a strange accent.
Look who deigns to grace us with his presence.
I was looking for that boy and
And you didn't bother telling anyone.
I had to follow the trail before it went cold.
And what if some bandit skewered you and
Oh,
left
now I'm
you
getting
for
told
dead?
off.
We'd never find you because you told no one where you were going. How would I explain that to Sir Radzik, eh? I really don't know, my lord. He disappeared without saying a word to anyone. Never crossed my mind he wanted to get himself killed.
Bear in mind, this is set in the Czech Republic, like
Silence!
back in the
Keep your
day.
ignorant mouth shut when
15th
I'm giving
century.
You the benefit of a veteran's wisdom. You do what I tell you, answer only when I ask, and not go roaming off whenever you feel like it. I'd like to kick your arse back to the castle and be shut of you. But it's true, you're a fucking peasant who knows nothing about soldiering. And it's my job to whip you into shape, so I'm not done with you yet. God have mercy on you if you ever try anything like that again. If you're lucky, I'll only have you whipped and clapped in the stomach.
Wow, this guy's
if I get
pretty
my
angry.
Way, you'll be hanged for desertion. I hope we've got that out of the way. I've made myself absolutely clear. And now, let's hear what you have to say.
Okay.
I talked to Ginger and found out what happened.
Out with it then.
Ginger fled because he recognized one of the raiders. He was afraid they'd come back to silence him.
Well, he was right. They were asking about him.
Kuro got no
Who
choice.
did he recognize?
He didn't know his name. Some fellow with a limp from Ujits.
All right. Since you've gone this far, we may as well ask around in Ujits. We've enough to do here in these parts anyway. Sir Radzik will tell you about it. He said to send you to him if you haven't already been.
I need help.
Right.
Is that so? What's the matter? Did you lose your way?
No, I found those bandits. They want to kill Ginger.
Fuck! We need him alive. How many of them are there?
Just two, but they're tough-looking brutes.
We'll see about that. After them. Lead the way.
Ah, cool. Right. I got some help. There are quite a lot of loading screens in this game, and that is a bit of a shame.
What are you doing? Tired of life?
Oh, hello. Oh, here we go. Oh, come on. Right.
Yeah.
So, combat. So we're after the perfect block. Oh. Or any block would do. That's right, I've got my mate on the case now.
What's the matter? Come on!
Oh, what? What the hell is that guy? How can I give you one shot? Well, I'm gonna take the sword and sell everything. Kuro, I think one part of it would be we're just gonna take all of his stuff actually that's worth anything, like his money. Take his money. Take his silver ring, because that's what we need to do. Ah, no, greatest. When you hit people, and it's got some impact to it. I'll deal with this guy. See what he's carrying. Yeah, we'll take his money. Oh, we'll take his armorer's kit. And I'm pretty much... Yeah, it is a little bit Oblivion menu, so... Yeah. Well, the thing is, I think it's designed to be more realistic than anything else. Well, that's the idea. Let's see what we've got in the way of armor at the moment. You can see everything is dirty, and if something's dirty, people don't like you. That makes sense. Now, the helmet I've got at the moment does offer 6 protection. Compared to skull cap, it's only 5. That's fine. That's right. Oh, I feel like I kind of want his black and white hood because it's cool. Right. Oh, we're a little bit over encumbered, which is a problem. Mmm, it looks delicious, doesn't it? No, Pro Rock, they said polish. Yeah, I know I need to train, but it takes time. I thought I'd better get away with doing some of it on my own, but apparently not. Right, we're gonna go see Ginger then, I guess. Work the calves. Where'd my horse go? That's as ridiculous as Roach from Witcher. Oh, that's a trait. Magic horse whistles, yeah. It's better than your It is a little bit better than Skyrim, where you just lose your horse all the time. So there's that. And there has been a number, as I said, there's been a number of mods. Like the it looks a lot nicer now that I downloaded one of the mods for it, which is a reshader. It's nothing too extravagant. Oh, that's because the it's independent.
I bear good tidings.
Already?
They're out of the way. I ran
No,
into them on my
Turgeon.
travels.
Really?
It's a horse.
That's
It can
great.
go off road. Doesn't
What?
need. Well, we're going. We don't need wheels.
Afraid to go back to the farm. I ran away, and
Oh,
God
Ginger.
knows what they'll think about it. I don't know if they'll even want to talk to me.
Ginger needs to sort himself out.
Just try.
Yeah, just
and
go
you'll see
there.
how they drive you away.
Man up.
But if you explain it to them, they're sure to understand.
I suppose you're right. Thank you for your help, and God bless you.
Okay. Now, we should be able to fast travel. Yes, we can, which means no horse riding. Do I have a boomstick? No! No, I don't, because weirdly enough, it's not... Oh, no, I'm overloaded to try... Oh, this is a problem. Right. We can move stuff to my horse, though. So we can bung one of these swords. We can move that to my horse, and I'm not over encumbered. Then we can. No, there's no holy hand grenade either. Sorry, guys. Disappointing, I know. So, off to Newhoff. I must admit, I did think about killing Ginger. The UI is probably reminding you of, to me anyway, Oblivion. No, that didn't work very well. Oh, see, what do you mean? What is this fast travel nonsense? It's pretty obvious, isn't it? It's a dog. They bark at people, that's what they do. Oh, hello. Don't know what this guy's doing here. He's my lord.
Well then, speak up.
My lord, I managed to find a clue to the whereabouts of the bandits.
Excellent. Bernard already told me what's been happening, but I'd like to hear it straight from the horse's mouth.
Space Fox. Yeah, it is a history game.
Just the gist of it, sir.
It's up to you what you consider important.
One of the Neuhoff stable boys,
this is a recap for everyone as well,
fled from there and hid out with some charcoal burners. I have to say, there's a lot of them around. I never thought how many forges and ironworks they have to supply.
That's true, but keep to the point.
Oh, yes, sir. I had quite a job finding him. He was well hidden and with good reason. The bandits wanted to kill him because he recognized one of them.
Did he tell you what happened?
He said it wasn't one gang, but two. And one of them took fright when the slaughter started. Seems they were only interested in loot, so they quarrelled with the other lot. Then it came to a skirmish in the woods and one of them was killed. The rest of them scattered.
And did you find out where they went?
All I know is one of them is from Ujits. I know enough about him to be able to track him down.
Alright, but those cutthroats must know who he is too, right? And if they want to get revenge on him or silence him, you'd better hope they don't get to him before you. So drop everything and get on his trail. Find out what he knows and then report back to me. I'm going to our encampment at Merhayed to oversee the security of the region.
Yes, sir.
Ah, tell me what to do. Ooh. Yeah,
Why
is he
choose
there?
Merhayed?
Yeah, why there?
It's somewhat at the centre of events, isn't it? And what's more, there's another stud farm there.
Sir, do you think they're going to try the same thing again?
I shouldn't think so. Everyone will be on the alert now, but the secluded dwellings are more vulnerable. There are few people in them. They're scattered everywhere and we can't guard them all.
But the bandits won't find much silver in places like that.
There's always a groschen or two, some food and so on.
I just want to point out
Anyway,
that
how
this
much
is
silver did they get from slaughtering those horses?
True. If they'd stolen them, they could have sold them.
I didn't voice
Those
my
were
own
fine
character.
animals.
Exactly. It's not about the silver. It's about
See,
something else.
Kurakenshi, they all know that I am
Creating fear.
an uncouth
Such great terror that you won't even
blacksmith's
squeak
son.
when they come to cut your throat. Never mind raise your hand against them. Fear that will root you to the spot, staring like a rabbit entranced by a stoat, waiting for the death blow to fall. Helpless to do anything about it.
Hooray! A save point. Okay, so... Wait, where's that? Hey, there's ours! Hooray! No, I don't keep killing everyone. It just happens. Okay, now I know already no one's going to be happy about the fact that I'm about to go riding. Ah. Do we go to Townburg first? No. So there's a couple of different towns we can go to. Skalitz is the town where you start off, and things went south pretty fast, just so we know. It was bad. Very bad. Cross country it is. So this is the horse motion if I don't move the mouse. Yeah, Turgeon, you're not wrong. It's quite a thick-looking forest there, isn't it? See, I don't think it's so bad if you don't move the mouse when you're galloping along. It's okay. CK, hey, how you doing? That's it, Mr. Frodo. One more step and it's the furthest I've been from home ever. Oh, see, I increased my horsemanship level. Don't worry, Prorock, there's times when you run into a tree and you fall off of your horse. So, there's that. Gotta keep going. Now, this is a camp where we have been before. It was good. We hunted for a boar with one of the lords. It was fun. Hey, Invertebrate, how's it going? Grade 5 dirty horse. Ah, Chris. Invertebrate, I'm enjoying it. The combat is punishingly difficult. Like, it's got a real knack to it, and I'm not that great, to be honest. So, oh, what's this? What's this here? What do we got here? Oh, nothing. We'll keep going. And Hunter, how you doing? Sick jump. I mean, on hindsight, maybe I should have just taken one of the roads. Let's have a look. I'm actually... Which way? This way? Yeah, we can take this one. Nix, you actually can go flower picking. Like... Invertebrate, why not? Oh, Hunter, it'd be a nightmare. Okay, so... I mean, to be fair, I don't know we play games like this either. I mean... Yeah, Turgeon, I'm glad. I'm glad you've mentioned the scenery, because it does look really good. Now, we're going to have to start speaking to some village people. Yes. Or some townspeople. Don't Darth Chumley, pretty much. I mean, there is a storyline, and it's quite an in-depth storyline, but you could potentially just wander off and do whatever you wanted, and then come back to it whenever you like. Limpy the Bosch. Really? Limpy? What's going on here?
Move along, citizens. Move along. There's nothing to see here.
That's what you call nothing to see. I'd like to know what something to see looks like.
Ooh.
By the keys of St. Peter, this is all I need. We'll have to send word to Sir Hanush.
That might not be necessary.
Who are you?
I'm Henry of Skalitz, in the service of Hanush's Captain Bernard. I'm investigating the attack at Neuhof, and I think this could be related.
Well, I'm the bailiff of Auschwitz. And I say we don't want any of that kind of trouble around here. What makes you think this has anything to do with Neuhof?
One of the folk at the stud farm recognized someone from Auschwitz among the bandits.
We have no bandits or murderers around here.
Except for that guy right there.
They say he had a limp.
Dum dum dum.
Allow me to introduce you to Limpy Lubosh. Or all that's left of him.
It's Auschwitz. Auschwitz. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Sacre.
Nothing's ever easy.
Just don't look at my neck. Don't worry about that. There's nothing weird going on there
I'll
at
have
all.
to take a look around and ask a few more questions, if that's all right with you.
You can take this mess off my hands and welcome to it. As for what else there is to find out, I don't know. But look and ask all you like.
Oh dear, it's pretty rough. Now there's a guy who I fought like very early on in the game who stole a sword I had, and I'm trying to like track him down and get it back. So I think he could be involved.
Who was Limpy Lubosh?
A poor crofter and a scoundrel. Can't say I'm too surprised what happened to him. He kept
Nah,
company with all
Invertebrate.
sorts
This
of
is what it
vermin.
looks like.
He was always getting into some kind of trouble.
It's in need of
Punch-ups in the tavern
optimizations and
what have you.
patches.
Did he have any kith or kin in the village?
None. A loner he was. I don't know the last time I saw him with anyone.
How come he limped?
He got that from some villainy or brawl a long time ago.
No, Prorock, this is not beta. It's made by a small studio called Warhorse Studios, so it's not like a big one. Peter, hours. Like, quite far in, so...
Has he been up to anything suspicious lately?
I don't know. The last few days he didn't go anywhere. He was home the whole time. But he always kept everyone in the village at arm's length.
And yeah, mod support. It has it, and I'm using it.
Do you happen to know where he was on the night of the Neuhof raid?
I've no idea. He kept his distance from other folk, so you never knew if he was away or holed up at home.
When did you find the body? And did anyone see anything?
Just now, and nobody saw or heard anything. I don't know how they could gut him like that without someone hearing him scream.
Another thing about Lubosh.
Okay, right, we've exhausted that. Well, we'll just stand there looking. Talk to that villager. Just talk to other villagers.
Good day to you. What do you need?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in Neuhof. Now a murder here as well.
Yeah, murders.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Of course. Ask away.
No, invertebrate you can't.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
He was a loner. He didn't even have any mates in the tavern.
That man Lubosh who was murdered, what was he like?
He was a drunk who was always looking for a fight. Nobody liked him much, but I wouldn't wish an end like that on any man.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Well, now I think of it, I haven't seen him around for a while. No idea where he was skulking.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing the day?
It can be difficult to find out, like,
Not a
who's
clue.
killed him. I have to ask the right people, the right questions.
That's all. Thank you.
See, invertebrate. Then you'd have some, unfair.
Hey, watch it!
Nigel Mansell stash. Fotherington's mind, really? God. Let's talk to Joseph. Oh.
My respects to you.
Oh, it's the innkeeper. Oops.
Is there anything suspicious going on in these parts?
Indeed there is. Around here? Oh, and just last night...
No, we don't care about this stuff.
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa. I'm investigating the massacre in...
I never played it, Eleanor.
Murder here as well. Can I ask you a few questions?
I don't know nothing about it, but ask all you want.
Do you know anyone Lubosh used to spend time with? Relatives or friends?
Just trying to find out what's
anyone
happened.
from the village. He used to sit in the tavern next to us sometimes, but he never...
Okay.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Come to think of it, he was in church yesterday. He was even talking to the priest and went to confession. I was wondering what he was up to.
Talk to the priest. Got it.
That's all. Thank you.
Okay. Right. If in doubt, blame the clergy. Oops. Oh, out of control horse. Okay. What? Oh, what's this guy doing?
I see you know how to wield a sword, Father. I wouldn't have expected that.
Right assist, if only there was such a thing.
With a stick. I practice with a stick. Reminder of my youth and days gone by, and it helps keep me in good form.
That guy sounds exactly like Spatula.
The blessings of our good Lord be with you, Father. I'm here in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa, investigating the massacre at Neuhof, which seems to be connected to a murder here. Can I ask you a few questions?
It seems Sir Hanush is employing children as investigators. But ask as you wish,
This
boy.
guy sounds like you, Spatula.
I hope this nasty business will be cleared up quickly.
Did you know Lubosh? What was he like?
A bit of a lost soul. Simple, rough fellow, but at heart I don't think he was such a bad person.
Did you notice anything suspicious recently?
My child, all sorts of suspicious things have been going on recently. People like Lubosh don't know what to do about it, and sometimes they do stupid things.
That's really not a lot of help to me, Father.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Do you know what Lubosh was doing on the day Neuhof was raided?
Unfortunately, I do know. And I'd like to help you with your investigation.
Confession.
But I can't.
What?
I'm bound by certain vows that forbid me to tell you.
Oh my goodness.
Vows more important than catching dangerous murderers?
There are laws of God above the laws of man's son, and one of those is the sanctity of the confessional.
Father, surely you can't be serious. There must be situations in which you can make an exception.
Yeah, make an exception.
There are things that apply always, no matter what the circumstances, and this is one of them.
Okay. I think we're going to go with the you can't hurt him now as the option. Does confession... Oh, Enrith comes out as the true Catholic expert on confession. I'm going to go for the speech, because I've got like an enhanced speech one.
But Lubosh is dead. You can't hurt him, but if you don't tell me, more innocent people may die.
If I told you, I would be betraying a vow that's a cornerstone of the Holy Church. If
a cornerstone of the Holy Church.
Confessional couldn't be trusted, the consequences would be even worse than that.
Worse than the death of innocent Christians? Worse than the murderer escaping punishment?
No one escapes punishment.
Father, Lubosh was my only lead to the Neuhof raiders. Only he could tell me who was responsible for that massacre. If I don't find out who it was, it will probably happen again. Surely you wouldn't want that.
I wouldn't. But I can't betray the sanctity of the confessional. I'll tell you what. Give me some time and I'll try to think up some way of helping you. Suppose we talk it over in the evening. In the tavern. Over a cup of good wine. Maybe we'll come up with something.
All right. Thank you, Father.
Oh, what an idiot. I genuinely feel like beating the crap out of him until he tells me what happened.
Have you thought of a way to help me solve that murder?
Let's leave it for the evening. Come to the tavern after sunset and we'll talk it over.
Technically, actually, Spatula, this is set in the Czech Republic, or Bohemia, as it was. So actually, no. It makes no sense. No, Turgeon, he's not carrying a sword, he's carrying a stick. So, technically, not a weapon. It's like the same way that monks could carry staffs. Staffs. Well, I go to the tavern. And I take a seat. Yeah, Turgeon, if you'd told me, it wouldn't have happened. So we're gonna wait here until the evening. Just gonna wait 3 hours. Yeah, with the accents thing, that I think they just YOLO in it big time. But it's not a it's not like an American company that made it. Yeah, Nix. In Spain's for Curry Club, mate. This is one of the problems with CEO. I see the way everything loads in slightly. It takes a bit of time. Okay, let's talk to the father.
I can't tell you everything, but maybe we can work something out. But first, I'd like to hear something about you, my son. With whom do I have the honor? Where are you from?
I'm from Skalitz.
Oh, I'm sorry. What about your kin?
One ale, please.
They're dead.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Here, we'll drink to them. It must have been terrible.
Pretty sure priests weren't supposed to drink, were they?
It was terrible. It seemed so pointless. We had no warning. They just appeared and began the slaughter. God knows why. They killed anyone who didn't make it to the shelter of the castle.
Yeah, that's right. I know what you mean, but I think it would lose a lot of appeal for us English speakers because we're pretty lazy.
On Sigismund's side. I didn't make it to the castle. I wanted to try and help my parents, but there was nothing I could do. Then I fled to Talmberg with the Cumans on my heels. They almost killed me. They slaughtered people in the surrounding villages. There was a pile of bodies in front of the church in Rovna. Folk who tried to take refuge there, but they...
My poor child. May God grant them eternal rest. And how did you come to get this assignment? I'd have expected Sir Hanish to send that old grouch, Bernard.
Bernard.
He did, but I found a witness and the trail led here to Ujit, so he sent me here to follow it up.
Ah, well, congratulations. It's nice to see someone using their head to find things out instead of torture. We'll have to drink to that. Now the most important
Hunter, it's all
thing.
fake anyway.
What actually happened at Noyle? The good folks hereabout are saying all kinds of terrible things, but I take most of it with a pinch of salt.
The rumours aren't exaggerated this time, unfortunately. The Neuhoff stud farm was
I'm trying to
raided by
guilt them into
bandits,
telling me something.
and they didn't
That's
come
the plan.
to pillage or even take the horses. They only wanted to kill. They maimed the horses and slaughtered some people. I'm sure they would have killed more, but the bandits quarrelled among themselves and broke off the attack. And judging by what's left of our Lubosh, they're still settling accounts.
I see it's every bit as bad as people claimed. Dreadful. Well then, here's to those poor souls who had to die so pointlessly and so terribly.
I've told you all about me. Now it's your turn, Father. You don't look much like our parish priest at home. I noticed you're pretty handy with a sword.
I'm questioning about the sword. It's alright.
I expect that of a man of the cloth.
You know what they say. The Lord moves in mysterious ways.
But this is a bit more mysterious than others.
Let's just say I haven't always been a priest. Fate led me to places where affairs were settled by force. These days, of course, it's just a bit of exercise to keep me in shape.
Well, we've had an agreeable chat, but now let's get down to business. So, about this confessional seal. Do you really want more innocent people to die?
Henry, that's not how it works. There are matters in which you can't make exceptions because if you do it once, you'll forever be tempted to do it again. If people stop believing in the church
kind of like
because
the,
their professional secrets are betrayed,
you know,
they
Wild
won't
West
trust anyone,
gunslinger,
and that's worse
who's now
than
called,
even the most
you know,
hideous crime.
No, he's the Father.
You're just making excuses. The people who say the church is corrupt are right. You don't care about anyone, only your own comfort.
I'm sorry you see it that way. Really sorry. You've no idea how wrong you are.
I always wondered about the things a priest tells his congregation. Where on earth do you get the ideas for your sermons?
Well, Ujit isn't Prague. It's not enough to instruct people. They have to be entertained, too. If I only read from the Bible, I'd soon be preaching to an empty church.
Our priest wasn't exactly a bard. So what do you preach to your flock about?
It has to be something topical.
It's alright. Inverse it. There'll be a way around it.
Vices.
There's always different ways of,
and of course,
doing these
describing it
things.
in detail. Tongue lashing about the two popes goes down well these days. And stories from real life with a nice moral to them.
Evil Zans. Hello, how you doing?
Especially if they're about fornication and similar scandalous vices.
Can you give me an example?
Well, recently a priest by the name of Jan Hus started preaching in Prague, in the Czech language, and the people liked it. I hear he always has a full house. A journeyman who heard him told me what Hus is preaching, and I like the sound of it. I'm thinking about putting it in my own repertoire.
What's so amazing about it?
The preaching of Master Jan Hus about Mother Church.
Mother
the
Church.
lamentable wealth in which the church is drowning has turned to poison. And nearly the whole of Christendom is contaminated. Just like a flock of hungry ravens, they settled on this land to devour every grain of gold and silver. They don't know
This
mercy.
is pretty heavy going,
Their
isn't it?
hearts are corrupted by longing for wealth, and they shamelessly profit from everything. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay and you will have absolution. What if the devil himself...
No, Josh Baggy, should
Would he
I?
ascend to heaven too? With such money gained from the poor, they buy beautiful horses to ride and needless servants to pamper them. They gamble at dice and dress their whores in expensive fur, while Jesus Christ walked barefoot and had no place to lay his head. Look to your consciences, you robbers
Wow,
of the
he's
poor,
going.
for you are seen by God and his people too. Amen.
Well, this Jan Hus character is quite a rebel.
Oh, the congregation will love it.
I don't doubt it.
Let's drink to that.
Funny. That last bit reminds me of someone.
What do you mean? My situation's completely different. Huth preaches
So
against
I
the
assume we
prelates
get him
and
drunk,
clerics
he
who are
talks.
robbing the poor. Look at me. I don't have a pot to piss in. I'm no better off than the folk I preach to. I'm one with them in poverty and suffering and everything that troubles them. I drink with them and curse those stuffed habits in Sasau Monastery.
Ooh.
Don't you think it's a bit odd when someone boozes and lives in sin with a woman and then criticises the Pope for debauchery?
No, I don't.
What do you think of this Jan Hus?
He's certainly a wise man. A little overzealous for my taste. If he got out of Prague and came here for a look, I'm sure he'd
well,
stop
Shiv,
condemning
like you said, you
drinking
know,
and lying with
he
women.
used to settle his way of
Where can I find out
hurting
more about
people
his
and all
teaching?
that kind of stuff.
You like it? I copied down some of his sermons. If you're interested, you can read them at my presbytery.
What do the common folk think of it?
They like it. They're happy to hear someone say what they think themselves, but are afraid to say aloud. Things that make them angry. And they're calling for change. In a few years, it'll have grown beyond control.
I don't even have a
Mark
cup.
my words, the people will rise
So,
up, and the church will be shaken.
Felkington
to its
Smythe,
very
it's not like he's drinking
Yeah,
Vescorbius,
unless they burn
otherwise
him
then
at
he
the stake
would have
first.
problems.
Nonsense. They can't burn a master of the most respected university in Europe.
Right.
Thanks for the sermon, but I think I've been morally uplifted enough. It's getting quite late. What are your plans, Father?
What do you suppose? We have a drink, of course.
He loves to drink.
Ah, that sounds like a good plan.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
I'm not even drinking. I've reached a new level in drinking. Amazing. You can level up your drinking skills. What does it even mean? I'm not getting robbed. I'm the one who robs. Commander Wayfronts. That's like a good old Carling advert. Wow. Look at that arm wrestler priest. What is happening? Oh, Investor, the face animations are amazing. Oh, uh-oh.
Bailiff, come on over here, sit down and have a drink with us.
Don't vex me again, Father. It's 3 hours past dusk, and curfew is long gone.
So what?
So, I'll have you all whipped and put in the stocks, and I'll write a letter to the bishop about you, priest.
Well, nothing to worry about then. Everyone knows the only one around here who
Thaddeus,
can ride is me.
Oh, English, please.
Enough! Men, throw them out.
Yeah, Josh, he is. He's a bit of a ledge. Oh.
You looking for a fight? Henry, back me up.
Oh, God. Oh, you're just singing along. Ah, gotcha. Oh, what is... Oh. Thankfully, I'm pretty handy with my fists. No. Oh. Hello.
You'll get one more. Gotcha.
Oh. Let's try not to get too beaten up. Yeah, let's beat this guy up. Oh my god, we are so hammered. What do you mean? What do you mean we're quite similar? I'm so drunk. It's mad. Just want to point out, it's after curfew. And there are still loads of people around.
You call that
I do call it combat. It's how I fight. Actually, yeah, good point. I can kick him the goods. Yeah. Have it. This reminds me of my 21st birthday out in Watford. Gotta climb the bell tower.
I'd love to.
Oh, God.
And Henry too, I'm sure. Right, Henry.
Stop that nonsense, Godwin. Are you out of your mind? What will people say?
They can say what they like. What do I care? What do they do to me? Watch the step, my dear. Careful, you don't hurt yourself.
Hang on, wait.
Godwin, you're a buffoon.
Be a bit more careful.
Invertebrate, I used to be a professional kickboxer, so I used to fight for money. So yeah, I wasn't very good. Otherwise, I'd still be doing it, and I'd be,
Look at this.
Be famous. So we're taking the ale house maids up to the bell tower. Why? Invertebrate, yeah, I have.
This is wonderful.
For reals. This priest is amazing.
Ah, bloody oath. And now, my dears, comes the climax.
Oh, phrasing. Oh, what? Can he say that as a priest?
Godwin, you old goat.
Oh, goodness.
Oh.
Oh no! Oh no!
The priest has mounted up. Shall we take a little ride of our own?
Uh-oh. So, we didn't mention this probably wasn't PG, right? This is not PG-13 at all. Wow. Henry, just trying to solve murders, but just getting hammered and laid instead. He's wandering around pretending to be a sheep. Not being funny, right? If you're this drunk, you are literally, you're doing nothing with nobody.
Are you serious? Hey, watch it.
Wow. Apparently we had the world's most epic drinking session.
I have to say that was a fine evening.
Oh God. Okay, I honestly had no idea any of this was going to happen, so welcome to the show.
Godwin, you beast. Get up. Do you hear me? Wake up, you drunkards!
Oh, fucking hell. Where the... Oh, what the... Oh, who the hell are you? Oh, Henry. My great friend, Henry. Didn't we have a wonderful time?
Well, you certainly did, you old lecher. Now you better pull yourself together quick. You haven't much time. There's some water and something to eat on the table there, but if I were you, I would move my hairy arse before my flock eats me alive.
Oh, step on in my head.
So we fought with the town guards. Or bailiff.
Stomach.
We had an orgy in a barn. We drank a lot of money. Drank a lot of beer, wine.
I've forgotten something.
Oh dear.
What have I forgotten? Where the fuck am I? What the fuck was it? Mass! Oh shit, I have to say mass. I gotta say mass. You have to help me. How? You're the priest. I can't do it in this state. Maybe the liturgy. But I have to give a sermon as well. Oh, this is a disaster. They're gonna excommunicate me. I'd like to help you, but you can. You can do the sermon for me.
What? So, First, I investigate a murder no one wants investigated. Then I drunkenly keep the whole town up all night. And now you want me to preach at them from the pulpit? Do you want them to burn us at the stake?
No. No, I've got it. Suppose it's Sir Radzig's protege. You just came from studying in Prague. And you want to share the words of Master Jan Hus, who you recently heard preaching there. Henry, look. From what I remember, we might have overdone it a bit last night.
Might have overdone it a
If the
bit.
bailiff or someone else complains about me,
Oh,
the
Josh.
bishop's gonna have my guts for garters. So I'd appreciate it. Stop gaping at me like a stuffed squirrel and start helping.
You're stark raving mad.
I'm not. It's a perfect plan. It's flawless. Oh. How about this? If you help me with this, I'll tell you who Lubos's cronies are.
We're in. There we go. We're in. Oxy, thank you very much, bud. Much appreciated. I kind of feel like if ever you make your way to the UK and we end up drinking, this is literally going to be us in the morning. So, minus the barn orgy, just so we know.
Well, alright. I can't make any promises about what'll happen.
No, neither can I.
What do you want me to do, exactly?
I'll go and start the liturgy. Then I'll introduce you. You give the sermon I told you yesterday in the tavern, and that's that. No need to drag it out. If it turns out well, I'll tell you what I know about Lubos.
Christ almighty. Fine then. We have a deal.
Oh,
Wonderful.
this is going to be...
Let's get to it then.
The question is, what do I... Oh, God. Where are my clothes? Well, alright, let's at least get dressed, shall we? Seems to me like I should get dressed. Should put some extra trousers on? Yeah, put trousers on. I like this black and white hood. That's now we're talking. How we do that? Let's talk about Jesus. It'll be fine. Oh, that's the door. What's the matter with me? I am so hammered right now. Fuzzington Smythe, what would Jesus do? I don't know. Oh, that's graves. Probably shouldn't walk on them. Okay, I'm gonna try not to get this wrong. Ah, the best priest is a drunken priest.
I thought he'd never show up. The swimp.
Look at him. He can hardly walk after his capers last night.
You were with them, you beast. Just you.
Look at him. Mother of God. Any minute now, he'll throw up.
So I couldn't sleep a wink last night with all that clamor.
In nomine Patris, et Filii, et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Accepit panem.
If he drops that,
in
be really
sanctas,
upset.
at venerabiles, a manus suas. Hac facite in meam commemorationem. Brothers and sisters, you may have had the honor of meeting Henry from Skalitz, who is here at the behest of Sir Hanush to investigate that
Small
heinous
encouragement
crime.
from everyone to click the like
at
button if you
Neuhof.
haven't already, because so far you've seen
You might not
drunken
know that
debauchery,
Henry
violence,
recently visited
and
Prague,
sheep.
where by the grace of God was able to hear Master Jan Hus from the esteemed Charles University preaching. I've managed to persuade Henry to stand here today in my stead and tell us what he heard. Because, as you all probably know, Jan Hus is a very popular preacher in Prague. So, Henry, you may begin.
Yeah. Okay.
Curious which one of them will puke first.
Oh, I'm gonna have to say all the right stuff. Oh no, it's gonna be difficult. I'm gonna begin it confidently. No. A lengthy sermon. Because that's my best skill.
Greetings, brothers and sisters in Christ. I am here to tell you about Mother Church and to show you through my words how she is falling into decay and abandon, how the once great mother of all Christians is losing her dignity and trading in souls like the merchants in the temple. But I am digressing.
How well was to preach about the church?
Evil Sans, I am not remotely religious, so...
Creation has given to every man the power by which he might rule the whole world. But that power does not give him the right to rule. That right belongs to God alone.
I am gonna go... It's a little bit like...
It is the corruption of God's pastors here on earth that has brought misfortune on our heads. Plague, humans, hunger, and chaos. The accursed wealth that the church is drowning in is poisoning almost the whole of Christendom. When dogs are fighting over a bone, take the bone and they will stop. Just like the flock of ravens that has descended on this land to peck up every speck of gold and silver. They show no mercy. Their hearts are poisoned by covetousness. They trade everything. Everything is for sale. You want to baptize a child? Pay. You want to steal and murder? Pay, and you will have absolution. And the prelates sin and give themselves absolution.
For shame! Shame upon them!
Yeah, shame upon them. Okay.
It is the custom of the gluttonous prelates and monks to preach against sin. But what do they know of us ordinary folk? Let us remember the marriage at Cana, where our Lord Jesus Christ himself feasted with the other guests and drank his fill. And when the wine was gone, he performed a miracle and created more. He, whose companions were poor travellers, simple folk, prostitutes and troublemakers, performed a miracle so the feast
Jesus
could
didn't
continue.
have good company, did he?
Now that's the kind of sermon I like to hear.
No, brothers and sisters. Jesus did not condemn alcohol. Drink to lighten the cross you bear in this vale of tears, but not with such abandon that you cannot
everyone
keep
to
holy
get
the
hammered.
Sabbath. For there should be moderation in all things, and it is not drinking itself that is sinful, but intemperance and beastly indulgence.
He's right.
Yeah. Continue wordily. Modestly. Let's go with words.
Enough about sin, which the prelates are so fond of preaching about, and whose absolution they promise if you pay enough coin to Mother Church.
Yeah, he's hammered.
Look at them. They booze like hypocrites and buy expensive jewels. They servants of God.
Oh, balls this one up.
And that is not right, because Christ preached poverty, and only poverty and temperance are true virtues.
And it was almost getting interesting.
Oh no. Criticised debauched priests, including Godwin, prescribed prayers, but stand up for Godwin. Yeah.
God sees what is happening on earth, and
This
he
is a
is
mistake.
filled with righteous wrath that those who should seek the salvation of souls instead seek mammon and the idle comfort of lucrative posts. Blessed are the shepherds who share the poverty of their flock, who are as one with you and bear with you the burden of this earthly pilgrimage, who do not condemn your venial sins.
Hey, let's get hammered.
All honor to Godwin. Let him drink like one of us.
Yes.
That is all I heard in Prague. Amen.
Nailed it. I think we nailed it. That was solid. Good work, people. Had to take my helmet off though, and suddenly all these more people appeared from everywhere.
Have you no shame, you pair of buffoons? I'll be writing to the bishop of this. For shame.
Utterly blasphemous.
Can you believe such behavior? For men of the cloth to get drunk at pigs in church.
Oh, I thought that went well.
So, is our deal still on?
Contradictory religion. What are you talking about, Turgeon?
I couldn't have done worse myself if I'd puked on the altar.
Well, I'm no preacher.
Yeah, I noticed. And I wasn't the only one.
You can't be serious. After all that?
All what? All you making a complete hash of my sermon? You were supposed to help, not get me into even more trouble. Now I'll have the bishop on my back, and all the villagers. Just leave, I need to pull myself together.
And what am I supposed to do?
Find someone else to help you.
Oh, what a dick bag. All that for nothing. How this person knows anything. Let's just pick someone.
A good day to you. What do you need?
I've come in the name of Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Of course, ask away.
Nothing
That's
to
all.
eat.
Thank you.
Oh, no. Where'd he go? Where'd the priest go? We need to find a priest. Oh yeah, Oxy, that's a good point. Yeah, PG went right out the window, didn't it? I'm gonna go wash myself in this trough. Because you can't go wrong with washing yourself in a trough. That'll help. Me and Father Godwin are going to have a chat. Apparently no, we're not. Okay. Man. Oh, actually, Josh Bakey, no, I haven't. But I can learn to read in Ushits, can't I? Good shout. I can read you seeing a merchant as well. Oh, look, it's a trader. Let's trade some stuff.
God be with you.
Oh, that was weird. Okay. So we sell food. I'm carrying a lot of hair meat. Okay, right.
What the hell are you doing?
Where are you going? Where are they going?
You won't get away with this.
Yeah, but it's on a while. Oh, look. I'll have to go and see the scribe. Oh no, it's the bailiff.
Good day to you.
The parish priest here in Ushits, he's a peculiar sort of cleric. I noticed he's quite handy with a sword.
He is indeed. He's as hard as nails. More than once he's intervened in a brawl in the tavern and sat everyone on their asses. He's not to be taken lightly.
I doubt he acquired those skills at the seminary.
You know how it goes. The nobles send their youngest sons to study for the priesthood, and our parish priest has blue blood in him. He probably learned to fight at home before he went to university. That's how it goes with those aristocrats. But I heard something happened and he was roving the world for a while. Don't know what he got up to though.
Godwin won't tell me who Lubosh's cronies were. I've reached a complete standstill.
Don't even mention that so-called priest. He knocked out one of my teeth yesterday, and you were there with him. I ought to clap you in the stocks.
I'll go willingly if you stick Godwin next to me. It'd be worth it just to see him suffer.
I can well imagine. I've already told you, nobody came here to see him. But now it occurs to me. I did hear he was tried in Rattay for some mischief.
I'm not have to go to Rattay.
Maybe you can find out something there. The scribe might have made a record of it.
Thanks, bailiff. I never thought of that.
And let me give you another piece of advice. Don't go boozing with Godwin again.
Here, look, see, I'm not allowed to go boozing with
Hey,
Godwin.
watch it! I'll remember you. God be with you.
I'd like to learn to read.
You? You don't look like the makings of a priest or clerk. But why not? I've taught all sorts. Bear in mind, it won't be all that easy. You'll need plenty of time and a few groschen for my trouble.
Right. Time
I don't
to
want to waste time.
learn how to
Get
read.
started. The sooner I master it, the better.
Very well. I will require some groschen from you, though. And set aside at least a couple of days so I can put you through your paces.
Days? Ugh.
If indeed time is of the essence.
Okay, well, we can pay him.
Here are your groschen.
Then we may as well start.
I'm still really hungover.
He did break his vow.
Right.
But better than to dishonor it here.
I wonder if we're gonna have to actually. I wonder if it's active learning to read. Like, once again, this murder can wait.
Wake up, lad. It's time we were getting on. So, let's see you read a bit.
Oh, time
There's
to
a
read the
here
book.
on the table. Try to read it.
Will I manage?
You ought to be able to. It's a simple text. Come back once you've worked your way through it.
Read the book. Okay. Well. Nope.
What the hell?
Get out of my face.
Are you?
Yeah, it's getting a little bit of real
read the
life.
book.
Wonderful. So tell me. What have you learned?
Oh, I didn't read the book.
There was something about some fellow and a goose.
Ah. Well, the main thing is you've managed to read the book. The rest is just practice. Only through a careful reading will you uncover the real meaning of the text. No book is written on a mere whim and without purpose. Like I told you, books are valuable.
I guessed.
And the words that you place in them ought to be no less so.
Does that mean that I can read then?
Yes, you have the foundation. Remember, my boy, the pen is mightier than the sword. To fully learn your way around words will take a lot more reading yet. Now we'll move on to the second lesson, which will be much harder. Many books are written in
Why am I
Latin,
doing
the
this?
language of erudite and religious men. If you really want to be able to read, there's no getting away from Latin. There's a book on the table with some text. Read it and then come back. You need not understand it, but you should master the letters.
I only just managed the fable about the goose, and now you're asking me to tackle Latin.
You're a clever lad. You're...
Right.
Be a bit more careful!
No, alright.
What the hell?
Chill out. Alright, that'll be cool, man. Wait, is this the one that's in Latin? Yeah, it's got this one. Yeah, Darren, apparently it is. Like, learning to read is completely optional. Well, Shiv, I feel like you're not wrong. Okay, so go back to the scribe. I mean, the good news is we don't need to understand any of that.
I read the page.
So tell me, Distrupule, what's written there?
There you go.
Nullus est liber
tam malus ut non lique parte prosit.
Good heavens! Don't tell me you haven't had
Turns
lessons
out,
before.
I'm a genius.
Excellent. Well, there's nothing more I can teach you. Congratulations. You can go and be ordained right away.
Thank you, Domine. I'm feeling a lot wiser.
I'm still hungover, so there we go. Right, we've learned how to read, so now we can go back and check out the word that was above that guy's body. Assume it's still there after a couple of days. Actually, you know what we're going to do? Where'd the... Come on. Where'd the horse come from? It's right there. Well, alright, so we're now referring to Oxy as Father Godwin. Is that what's happening? Yeah, that corpse. I got my concerns about it. But I guess we'll see. Oh, it's locked. Picking locks is like super difficult. I cannot stress this enough. So we're gonna give it a go. I don't have any lockpicks. Come on, this is one of the problems. If I could stop swaying because of the hangover, that would be great. Turgeon, that is good news, because, oh my god, I can't even select the door because I'm swaying so much. Okay. I don't have a lockpick. After all that. Okay, so I learned how to read, even though I didn't really pan out. So let's go talk to some other people. How did I get that sermon wrong? That was great. I mean, he did go to the tavern, didn't he? So we could go and check out the tavern. What's that pointing towards? Ah, no. We need to go to Rate. We're going to fast travel. Turgeon, if only you could do that. Oh, I'm... Right. Seriously, what am I carrying? In there... Oh, I know why. The reason why I'm over encumbered is because of the fact that I am drunk. Because don't you know, being drunk means that you're there we go. You lose your strength. Oh, Pro Rock, you can just do it yourself by having a drink, can't you? Off we go. Carcass on the road. We're going to ignore the carcass on the road. Let's not get ourselves into any trouble. I'm a man on a mission. See now, Oxy, you say it received more vodka. Sounds like you bought more vodka. How many groshens did that take? I should have chosen all harsh options and options across the church, but excuse common people. Ah. We live and learn, don't we? Oh, hello. Everything suddenly jumps into existence. That's always good. Now.
I didn't want to upset the old woman by chasing him forward. Vegetables, fruits, apples, cucumbers, onions. Come get them.
Wow. That is loading in. Slowly but surely. Right, we're going to take everything. That is on the horse, and we're going to sell it all off. Cucumbers? What?
Jesus Christ be praised.
Right, we're going to sell some stuff. Am I wearing? I'm not even wearing a. The old quiff. Oh, I did not mean to sell them. Trading. Daggerful flashbacks. Ah. Okay, to the basket. We're going to haggle a little bit with this dude. Because we can haggle.
Let's talk about the price.
Well, we can try it.
Wow, this guy does not like me. Queef. Alright.
Finally, a reasonable sum.
Nice. What's the deal with the ring? Well, okay. So the reason why I have the ring... Queef. The ring belonged to my beloved Bianca before she was killed, you see. Right, this trader should be able to sell more stuff too. Yep, Shiv. I'm glad someone picked up on it.
God be with you.
Trader some time. Okay, so we can sell the bludgeon. Don't need that. We can sell the burger sword. Don't need that. Sell the old mercenary's bedfellow. I'm gonna keep the page's sword. I'm gonna sell the sakes. Do that. I'm going to sell the villager's ash bow. Make some money. I don't think any of my food's rotten yet, is it? Oh yeah, the hard-boiled eggs are on. So that, and the hare meat. Ooh. Oops. Shit. Damn straight. What happens in the barn stays in the barn. Oh, that's on 0. Probably should repair that. Ah, Josh Bay. Glad you know what's going on. Another casual reminder to everyone who's watching, if you haven't already, please do hit the like button, as it does help me out. And also, guys, if you haven't subscribed already, please do think about subscribing, because obviously it is a good way to keep up to date on streams, videos, and all that kind of stuff.
Let's have a word about the price.
Why not? All right, so.
Ah, nice. People like selling me stuff for what it is. Yeah, Powerhouse. I feel like I'm probably never gonna forget. Actually, where is the... Yeah, Pro Rock, we just won't talk about it, it's okay. Oh, that's blocked. Can we go around? I wonder if this will leave it. Oh, God. Chiv, no, stop. Oh, why am I trespassing? It's in a shop. Oh. Okay. What's the time? Time of day. Ah, it's late. That's the problem. So we're going to actually have a bite to eat. Oh yeah, I can actually level up in something. What does that do? Yeah, we'll have that. Oh, Oxy. Bloodletter. What does that do? More damage you saw, the greater chance poisoning your opponent. Oh. Go for Bloodletter though. That sounds good. Sounds hardcore. Can up my drinking skill. Why is this the thing? Like, why? Like, why? No. No, I'm not gonna skill up my drinking. It seems pointless. It's got my my reading though. All books are cheaper. When reading, you get tired and hungry twice as slowly. Ah, right. Drinking skills. Why is that even a thing?
Are you serious?
Have a look at these cucumbers. They'll stay firm all winter. Buy them before someone else
nowhere
does.
else. Hold right there.
Huh?
Show me what you have on you.
What?
Are you deaf?
Why is this guy... Ah, he's shaking me down.
Why?
For security reasons.
Ugh, come on then.
Sorry for the hold-up, but it had to be done. You may proceed.
Yeah, so randomly you get stopped by guards. Like, they just come up and they stop you.
Everything I had, the godless beast. Have some compassion.
Not a huge fan of that myself. Now we are gonna have a bite to eat. So anything red's gonna give me food poisoning. Will it? I mean, will it? We're gonna go up to a camp. because oh, come on. It's right, I'm not carrying any illicit goods. Yeah, Turgeon, I have no idea. I mean, it could go mouldy, I guess. I mean, cheese does go mouldy. Wait, this all looks really not familiar. Oh, it's because I'm used to come out through the bridge. Nah, Gerb, you see, it's fine as long as it's my horse. I can mount my own horse, it's fine, it's allowed. There you go, it's the camp down here, we're off to. I guess Turgeon, there is that. Gonna sleep on this really comfortable looking bed on top of these bowls. That's what people do. I'm gonna sleep until 5. Pro Rock, pretty much. Okay, so max health. There we get to go. Joe Grace, hello, how you doing? I'm just going to eat from the pot. That's my plan. Got to look in the right direction though. Bam. There you go, we're full, we're ready to go. We're ready to go and wait somewhere else. Oh, Turgeon, that does pretty much sum it up, doesn't it? Like, I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't say it's about that in particular, but you know. Oh, don't look at those people with no faces. It's weird. And I'm just going to casually wait here. Did I not eat from the pot? Why's my nourishment not up? Rotting and ratting, yes. Actually, yeah, Powerhouses is pretty tame. Last stream they made me solidly malfunction. Oh, I'm hoping the scribe is now open. Well, how do we get in the scribe then? You threatened me with them. It was pretty vicious, not a lie. Well, this is no good, is it? Sir Bozzy, good evening. Right, what am I not getting here? What am I? Clive, that doesn't help. So we need to get into we need to go speak to the scribe. That's fine. Oh, Pro Rock, I certainly do not. How dare you, sir? Okay. And the staircase that will avoid the locked door. Right. Is it this staircase? Do we go up here? This appears not to be the right way. Oh, maybe it is. Ah. Very good, sir. Oh, it's like a dungeon.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
No, I've just eaten something. How the hell are we up to quote 78? Like, have you guys been adding quotes when I haven't been streaming? Like, is that even possible? Oh, that's the bailiff. That's no good. Don't want to talk to him.
Clear off. I don't want to talk to you.
Cool.
I could do with a bite to eat.
Now, Clive. No need for that rubbish. Huh, okay, there's my horse. Hey, alright, Kuro. Catch you later, bud.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Is that the scribe? It's a scribe. We'll wake him up.
Well, what do you want?
I need to have a look in the Black Chronicle, Friedrich.
And I need blessed relief from my suffering. May the Lord have mercy.
Well, I don't know what I can do for you except bring you a priest.
I'm not dying yet. I just can't get up.
I'm sorry to hear that. But I'm on the trail of those killers from Neuhof, and I need to know the names of the men who were sentenced alongside Limpy Lubosch from Ujitz.
I can't remember. Once I write the record down, it goes straight out of my head.
Well, get the
It's
book
essential
then.
that I find out those names. Is there anything I can do to help you get back to work?
I can't go to work when I can't stand on my feet. Konyash the apothecary has an embrocation that helps, but it costs dearly. If you brought me some, it might do the trick.
All right, I'll try and get some for you.
Right.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Alright, well, we need to find something to eat. Now, he just can't get up. Not can't get it up. Wait. Why do you do this, Oxy? Why? See, even Clive disapproves. He's a cat. Right, we're off to go and see the apothecary. Who's just here?
Be a bit more.
Oh, don't tell me to be careful. I do need to repair some of my stuff, to be fair.
You're looking bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Last time I saw you, I thought you were ready for the priest.
I'm feeling as good as new.
Well, I'm glad to hear it.
Scribe Friedrich needs the embrocation for his joints.
What, again? He was here not long ago for some. He ought to make it last longer. I told him not to grease himself up so much. It could cause...
Please subscribe.
Ah, the older he gets, the more foolish he is. Well, did he tell you such salvation is costly? Have a look in the shop for yourself.
About that debt.
Oh, it's only 50. So we'll pay off my debt here as well, actually.
Thank you. I'm glad to see you're a man of honour. Is there anything else I can do for you?
So, we are after the embrocation. This one here. Which, actually, no, that's not bad. Like, I don't think it's bad. In the grand scheme of things. Let's sell him this crap bread. This cheese that we can't eat. We're gonna haggle. Always gotta haggle.
Let's have a word about the price.
Aye?
Shiv, what are you talking about?
See now? I knew we'd come to an agreement.
I feel quite hungry.
I'm actually not that hungry. Spoiler alert. Yeah. Okay, right. We're going to give the scribe the stuff to rub on his joints. Then that's done. Then we can go and
what are you here for?
Get the names. Once we've got the names, we go back to the... Oh, God. So much.
Bought you the
one thing to another.
And you were right, it certainly wasn't cheap.
I know, lad. I've been using it for years.
You ever thought maybe it doesn't work?
Will you let me have a look at the Black Chronicle?
Well, you helped me, so now I'll help you. Come along and I'll show you our Black Chronicle.
That really is a miraculous ointment. You haven't even rubbed it on and it's already working.
A shrubbery?
You know how it is. Faith itself is the greatest healer. Just thinking about the relief it will bring makes me feel better. So don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Come along.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Did you just say knee to that old lady? Oh, look at all this stuff. Which we could steal. Which we're not going to. What are we doing? What is it in here? Wait, scribe. We're trying to make it so his Black Chronicle. Wait, how's that remotely rude?
Will you let me have a look at the Black Chronicle?
Well, you helped me, so now I'll help you. Come along.
That really is a miraculous...
You know how it is.
Could do with a bite to eat.
Right, so it's going to lead me to the Black Chronicle. Okay. Oh, is that? Oh, it's there. Is this the Black Chronicle? Okay. Oh, it's still not great, is it? I'm going to keep flicking through. Oh boy. So, stuff from bounds, mounting, drinking. Jesus Christ, Powerhouse, that is literally just today. Right. So, what was the name of the dude? Yeah, it's a good thing I learned how to read, because all of this makes sense. It's still not perfect, like, I'm reading it like a dyslexic person. I'm looking for the name of the person. Man, yeah,
I feel quite hungry.
That's one. Limping Lubos. Lubos, isn't it Lubos? Lubosh. It literally doesn't say anything about it. Does it? Am I not seeing it? Wait. Brother of Godwin. Anyone? Jason. Is it last page? Oh, here you go. Limpy. There you go. It testified that Townburg they did rob 5 horses from the bailiff, from which they did take valuables worth 5 groschen. 1, 2. Reeky. What called Reeky? High neck called Reeky. High neck Reeky. Did
I feel quite
campaign
hungry.
dwell with high neck of the woods around Licheko? We get that? Okay, I think we got what we needed. But it didn't say that we did. Do I have to click on it? No, it's So either way, right, we know we're going to. So we're going to go to... Let's find that. By Townburg, to rob 5 horses from the bailiff. So we're going to go to Townburg and the bailiff. Right? Townburg and the bailiff. That seems like a good place to go. Just need to work out how to get this building. There we go. Eek. Okay. So I feel like if we're doing it, we're off. Yeah, Parok. I know. I'll have plenty of opportunity there. It'll be okay. What town are we passing through? Like, are we actually passing through a town? Man, look at all this. Look at the shroud. Oh, not Townburg. He's in Ledechko. Where's Ledechko then? Sabozzi, I say pizza. Stop at a little shit. Oh look, I discovered Ledechko on the way. So we will go to Ledechko. No, Prorock, don't say that. Don't say pineapple pizza. Why would you say that? That's ridiculous. Oh, attack on the road. Can we... Do we run away? We're going to halt. And wonder why none of our stuff is equipped. So, Josh Baggy, I just don't like it. I just think it's unpleasant. And it's kind of a running joke in all of the streams. Yeah. I was pretty much attacked by grass. I thought trying to find the people that were going to attack me. Like, where are they? The dramatic music says that I'm being attacked. But I'm just not seeing it. Wait. Sorry, Turgeon, what? Pineapple and peanut butter sandwich maybe? What is wrong? What is wrong with you? Why would you say that? Okay, so here we are. Got someone to speak to? Talk to the innkeeper, yes. Pineapple and peanut butter sandwich. No, Turgeon, why?
Good day to you.
What's happening around here?
Ah, you know how it is. Always something. Like that, they could started an archery contest here. If you want to try your
Oh,
luck at
archery is
winning a few
impossible.
Russian, you should go and see it. And by the way, especially at the mill, not a week goes by whenever they're planning some mischief. They're always huddled there in the corner, hatching their... Oh, and another thing. Now I think of it, I've not seen Kunhuta here for some time. The
Hakuna
local
Matata?
herbal. She always comes here once a week for a tankard of ale. But she ain't turned up recently.
Bozzy,
I hope
no?
nothing's happened to her.
Oh, God damn it, my stomach hurts.
Right, we do really need to get something to eat. So... that guy can train us, apparently. Let's, right, we're on the quest for something to eat. What do we got here? Can we eat these? They're beets. How are we going to find the person we're after? Reeky.
I'm looking for someone they call Reeky.
That's the Tunner's son, Hinnick.
Where can I find him?
Hard to say. He's not around here much. Thank God for small blessings. You could try his folks' place.
What's the tanner like? Hinnick's father.
The less I see of him,
Oh
the
dear.
better. He's not exactly sparkling company.
No, I'm not going to eat pineapple pieces.
Why do they call him Reeky anyway?
Why do you think? Because he's a tanner, of course.
Yeah, I guess it would.
What can you tell me about this Hinnick?
What can I tell you? No, he's none too popular. No one cares to talk
Well,
to him.
Shiv, there's only one way to find out if she's a witch.
Well, I'm not the one to gossip, but I heard he keeps bad company.
She's bad company.
So why don't people like him?
The old tanner's not an easy man, but a son should never let his father down. Hinnick does nothing to him. He's always
Well, she seems to me like a bit of a
And there's no one
busybody,
at all
doesn't she?
talk to him.
That harlot Adela hangs around with him, of course.
Harlot?
She works as a bathhouse wench. Same thing.
What is it?
Don't you start. Oh well, I wouldn't mind a bite to eat, actually.
Right, let's pop into the trader. Now we're gonna buy a little bite to eat here.
God be with you.
Yeah, my prime bit of advice is always haggle.
Let's have a word about the price.
Naturally.
Because I don't want to pay full price for anything.
Aye, that would do it.
Yeah. Get myself a bargain. Cool, right, we're no longer starving, so it's fine. We've got subquests and subquests and subquests. So, we could talk to go to the bathhouse. Oh no. I'm a little bit concerned about going to the bathhouse and talking to a bathhouse wench. Because...
Sir, this is a bathhouse, not a brothel.
see, the fact someone's already having to say this is a bathhouse, not a brothel, means there's going to be stuff that we shouldn't see, I think.
I'd like to order something here.
Uh-huh. And what do you want?
Oh god! So I can either have a bath, launder my clothes and heal my wounds. I can have a bath and launder my garments, or I can just heal my wounds, or I can pay for a wench and everything that goes with that. Oh yeah, Marcus is here, which means I have to do polite stuff because I know he's under 18. So we're just gonna... Oh guys, why are you doing this to me? I feel like I need to be polite. I mean, I've already gone this far. Yeah, but previously it was a mistake. Oh, yeah, you have. Right, it's happening.
I've heard
okay,
you
we're
have
doing it.
Nice girls here.
That can be arranged, but you'll pay in advance.
Yeah, we're gonna haggle because you
Not
never
giving
pay
you
full
that
price.
And how much are you willing to pay?
There we go.
You won't regret spending the money,
Oh
I guarantee
no!
it.
Oh come on! That was... Oh no. Can't handle this. Well, apparently we're done here. But whilst we're here, we're going to rob some stuff. Ah, enough to rob. So there we go. I did it. Is everyone happy? And is any of my stuff clean? No. Should have actually had my stuff cleaned.
Wouldn't you like to have a bath?
Hey,
you
there.
Hey, what are you doing?
Gaping like a stuck squirrel.
I'm not doing anything. No one knows. But I do actually. I am. Actually, yeah, it is surprisingly PG considering the fact that what we saw with the priest. So.
What are you doing? Hey, look out!
Clive, shush. Alright, that guy's just in there. He's in the bath.
I suppose it was nothing.
Oh dear. Oh look, Adela. There you go.
I heard you've been seeing
Brian Wynn, thank you very much for subscribing.
So
Welcome to
what?
the stream and the channel.
Come to
Hope you're doing
preach
well.
at me, have you? That I'm a loose woman, a sinner, that I seduce decent men?
God no, nothing like that. It's just that you're the only one in the village who sees Hinek, so I came to ask you about him.
Aye, I've seen him often enough. But I don't know what
well,
I can
Michael,
tell you
I'm
about
enjoying
him.
it. And you know, you get to get drunk with a priest and stuff, so that's good.
Where can I find Hinek?
I haven't seen him in the village for a few days. He must have run off to the woods again.
Does he do that often?
From time to time.
What the hell does he get up to there?
I don't know.
Okay. Ah, I can
Look,
get a...
Hinek's my friend, and I really need to know where he is and what he's doing.
But I already told you I don't know where he's got to.
So I suppose he just goes to the woods to pick mushrooms, does he?
Mushrooms, no. More like hares or other game.
So Hinek is a poacher? Well, that's no surprise.
Well, he was never much of one for an honest trade.
Do you know exactly where he goes? Maybe he has some favourite spot he might have told you about?
He said he has some hideout in the woods, but he didn't tell me where.
I need to know more about that hideout.
I really don't know where it is. I only know when he came back, he usually came to see me.
I see.
No mushrooms.
Do you know who he sold it to?
He never told me straight up. But who could he sell it to? The innkeeper, I reckon. It makes sense.
For sure.
Okay, we should go see the innkeeper.
Do you know what route he took? At least the general direction. Anything that could help me find his hideout.
I think he usually went through the woodcutter's camp, 'cause he always brought me freshly chopped firewood, and he had wood chips on his boots.
Good. So at least I know where to start.
Right. Oh, blimey, this is just going on. So, we're going to have a chat to Reeky's father, I think. That makes sense. And bear in mind, guys, this is actually all just one quest that I'm doing. Like, it's just one quest.
For once. Hey, look out.
Actually, you know what? Shiv, earlier you were saying about the being able to sharpen your sword. You actually can. It is possible.
Look where you're going.
I mean, well, I've already wasted too much time at the bathhouse. Nope. Oh, we have to do some casual waiting, I think. Been at the Willow Bark. Where does this all come from? Alright, I'm just gonna chill for a bit, just hang around. Why do I think no one will ever forget about the barn? Oh, Shiv, no, you just did make the comment. Why? Why would you do that? Right, where's Reeky's dad? Because... Shiv, you're typing, it doesn't work that way. I must admit, guys, I have earlier in this game slaughtered an entire farm full of animals. Just because I kind of feel a little bit bad about it. See, I can lollygag anytime. Oh, there he is, look at him. It's a tanner.
God be with you.
I'm looking for a fellow called Reeky. Have you ever heard of him?
Sure. Why wouldn't I? That's what they call my son, Hinek.
Ah. You wouldn't happen to know where he is, would you?
I don't know nothing.
Don't know
Don't
nothing,
you at least
which
know
means
where
he
usually
does
goes?
know
It's
something.
important.
Hinek shows up at home once in a blue moon, so I don't know nothing about where he gets to. Even if I did, why would I tell every Tom, Dick and Harry?
Because he's in trouble.
Your son is about to get into deep shit. I'm trying to find him so I can warn him.
That's nothing new. He's always up to his ears in it.
But this time his neck's on the block. He got mixed up with some very dangerous people. I have to find him.
Alright.
Ah, success, yes.
He was here a few days ago, but he left right away. He looked like he was in a hurry.
And you don't know where he went?
I've got an idea, but I don't know where it is exactly.
I don't follow.
The boom sound is
He
when I
makes
level
some
up.
money on the side from poaching. He boasted to me a few times about what a great
Well, it's not much to go on. Don't you have any clue at all?
I really don't know nothing.
How's that?
Because every time he brought some hides for town.
He had money because he sold the stuff right away?
I suppose.
Do you know who he sold it to?
No.
Alright.
Okay, so I need to go to the inn now. This is getting daft. Oh, actually, you know what? That reminds me. I have leveled up in something. We can improve my speech. We have. We're going to go for actually empathetic, because that means we can see the stats of people. Which means we know whether to intimidate them, be nice to them, appeal to their feelings, all that stuff. See what the innkeeper has to say.
God be with you, good sir.
So we got Reeky.
I want to ask about the courier's son, Hinek.
Ask someone else. They've nothing to do with Reeky. He'd only drive my customers away.
Really? I heard a different story. I heard the two of you do business together.
Who are you, anyway?
A friend of Hinek's. He's gone missing and I need to find him.
I don't know where he is. But if you find the bastard, tell him he still owes me some goods.
Soft. Okay, I can actually... I've got this guy overall, so I can... be mean.
No time for this. I have to find Hinek, and you're going to help me.
Am I now? Even if I did know, why the hell would I help you?
This is a nice alehouse you have here. It would be a shame if anything happened to it.
Yes.
Are you threatening me?
What do you think? So are you going to talk, or do I have to beat it out of you?
Oh.
Fine. Let's get to the point then.
See now?
Yes.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
I did some deals with Reeky, but I swear to God, I don't know where he is.
I hear Hinek has a hideout in the woods he uses for hunting game. Do you know where it is?
Not exactly. That is... I don't know where it is at all.
But...
But I happen to know it's a dark place.
Freaky indeed. Thanks, bud.
Mine shaft.
You take care.
How do you know that?
Whenever Reeky was going poaching, he always came to me first for candles and lamp oil. He brought the game skinned and gutted, so he had to have a light for that.
How much game did he bring you?
Not much, a few pieces. There's no great demand here. Sometimes the gentry has something, otherwise it ends up in sausages.
And do you know of any mine shafts nearby?
There's a few of them around. There's one on the opposite bank, a short way off the path leading from the forge to the west. Then there's a mine gallery to the east of the village, up in the woods above the cliffs. And I heard there's one shaft on the headland close to the water.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Blimey.
Watch you don't break your neck, though. It's rough ground, and you could easily fall down a shaft.
Okay, so note to self, do not fall down the shaft. Dun, dun, dun. Right, so they're all off here. Ugh, bloody hell. Right, okay guys, mine shafts. I am actually in a cool time for the stream there today. Been going for almost 2.5 hours now. If you guys are interested in seeing more of what happens and the ridiculousness of being in 15th century Bohemia, whether it be getting drunk with a priest, bathhouse wenches, sword play, words, and all that kind of stuff, please do hit the like button so I know. And I'm going to say thank you very much for watching, guys. And if you haven't already, please do like, subscribe, and I will see you all tomorrow for something different. So, once again, thank you for watching. Commander Plater,